It's tough to come to terms with some of the information in the report.
Well, it is a tough pill to swallow that 2 Penn State campuses in the Mid-State may close. Good evening, I'm Alicia Richards.
And I'm Dennis Owens. Thanks for joining us tonight. Well, Penn State York and Penn State Mont Alto could be on the chopping block.
So could 5 other campuses outside the Mid-State. Enrollment is dropping. Seth Kaplan has reaction.
Almost nobody at Penn State York Wednesday morning. That's normal. The school is between semesters. Problem is, the place won't look much different come September 2027 if this list in this report becomes final.
I mean, we're obviously disappointed.
Silas Chamberlain of the York County Economic Alliance reacting to the news of the recommended campus closures, which would happen at the end of a 2-year wind-down period. Enrollment declining at branch campuses. In York's case, 40% fewer students than a decade ago. The report citing that and lots of other nearby options, including Penn State Harrisburg, among reasons for recommending the closure. But Chamberlain says trustees should look at another number. All the other campuses on the list are losing millions of dollars. But York?
Operating deficit of $300,000, which,
Pretty close to break even.
Pretty close to break even for a nonprofit institution that's not, really intended to create revenue.
The question, if Penn State York does close, what happens to all this?
We don't think that's a decision that should be made in State College. We think it should be influenced very heavily by those who have a vested interest in York and have, frankly, committed millions of dollars to that campus over the last several decades.
Bad news here in York, no question, if it becomes final. And the closure of a campus is an even bigger deal in an even smaller place.
They had to bring their own horse.
The first students here, long before it was a Penn State branch campus.
Mont Alto campus has been a part of this community since 1903, so it's been here about 122 years.
And Mont Alto Borough Mayor Lisa McLeaf knows that history alone isn't reason enough to keep the campus open. But she says, what about the modern needs it's meeting?
They just recently built the new Allied Health building. Like, it is brand new. Physical therapy that's offered there. Chambersburg, if they're going to nursing, they choose to come to Mont Alto because it has a fantastic course.
And there are the people who work there.
Folks that are nearing retirement age, what are they going to do?
Local businesses.
They won't have the students anymore coming to grab a sandwich. It's difficult because every school has their reason why they don't want to be on that closed list.
A list for now of recommendations. Penn State's Board of Trustees will make the final decision. In Franklin County, Seth Kaplan, ABC 27 News.